Good evening, everyone. This is Dayhawk. And no, this is not a review, but more of a opinion video. In this video, I want to talk about the latest form, Kamen Rider Evility Live, that debuted last Sunday. Also, I want to talk about swans. I know, right? Why swans? And a little bit of yin yang that pertains to the Holy Wing form, and of course, Daiji and Kagerou as a whole. The reason why I want to make this video is because when I saw the new form, I thought that it was another lazy, repainted suit. It looks that way to me. And it fails to represent Daiji and Kagerou. And let's be honest here. They took two pieces from two forms and they merged them together, and whammo, there's your new form. Though I have to admit, the black really does help the white stick out a little bit more, but overall I just think it was pure laziness. And of course, I already have people telling me, well, Dayhawk, I mean, it's too close to the finale. There's no way that they could make a new suit, this close to the finale. However, here's the thing though. Kamen Rider Deathstream, he debuted like 3 episodes ago. So you can't give me that excuse. Unless, of course, the studio wanted Kagerou to return, didn't wanted Kagerou to return, but due to the story, they thought they needed Kagerou back. If that were the case, then I would let it slide. But if they wanted Kagerou to return from the very beginning, then there is no excuse, They would have designed it, at least the blueprints of it. But that's just my opinion. Unless the studio themselves tells me otherwise, then I'm not going to believe anybody from social media. I'm not. But that's just my opinion. If you like the suit, kudos to you. If you don't like it, kudos to you. At the end of the day, this is just an opinion, guys. To me, I would have preferred a design that really reflects Daiji's and Kagerou's personalities, their traits. And also, I'm going ahead of myself here, but they represent, at least to me, yin and yang, good and evil, opposites. And I wish they would have designed it to show, that. Because I believe that clothes do tell a story about one's character, one's persona. To me, that suit doesn't tell me anything except laziness and whatnot. That's just, again, my opinion. Just don't get mad. Just don't get mad at me. This is just an opinion. So, like I said, if Kagerou's return was, if they wanted him to return, then there's no excuse. If they did not, then okay, there is an excuse. But still, just make an effort. We've seen countless suits that are way worse. Way worse. Let's see. In regards to the Holy Wing, I've been wanting to say this for a long time. And I would have preferred if the studio would have picked the swan instead of the crow. Because, one, it would have been a cool little tribute for Ryuki, the show as a whole, and also a tribute to the only female of that show, Kamen Rider Siren. And it would have been very cool, and just be the first male to use like a swan. But let's leave, the whole girls are like swans are for girls and that sort of thing. Let's just leave it at the door for this. Just leave it at the door. Another reason is because Daiji, I believe if they used the swan, Daiji would have been the white swan and Kagerou being the black swan. And I've done my research on what does these two swans symbolizes. What do they represent? And luckily, I got what I got it, and so the white swan represents elegance, beauty, royalty, loyalty, peace, and tranquility, and love. Black swans represent rarity, power, surprise, and the devil. And a little bit of information about the devil is that according to European mythos, during the 18th through 19th centuries, they were considered to be messengers from the devil. So after reading all of this to you guys, do you think that they relate to Kagerou and Daiji due to the personalities, their traits, and all that stuff? Because to me, the white swan fits Daiji perfectly well. And the black swan, Kagerou, And those are my reasons why that I think the swan would have been a perfect fit. The black swan and the white swan for those two. Indeed. So what do you guys think about that? Do you agree to my assumptions of what I just said, or you disagree? Write it in the comments below. I'm curious. With the yin yang, Daiji and Kagerou are a perfect representation of yin and yang because they're opposites. They're opposites to each other, but they're the same person. Because to me, it's like, separating their light side and the dark side. And we have witnessed this. We all assumed that Kagerou was dead and Daiji was out of balance. And you see how his light side was out of control. He viewed his actions as doing the right thing. He's doing this for the greater good to secure the peace. You know what I'm saying? And Kagerou, represents hatred and jealousy towards his older brother Ikki. And I'm sure he has other characteristics as well. Personal power, and the rarity and the, he's a wild card, So I strongly believe that the white and the black swans, they mesh well with these two characters. So what's your opinion on that? I'm not going to go into further detail about yin and yang because this is not what this is about. As to summarize, Evility Live, its design, its lack of creativity, it's lazy, and I would have preferred a better design. But we've seen worse. I've seen worse. So it's perfect compared to other writer forms. And also with the Holy Wing, do you prefer the crow still, or would you prefer the swan? I'm curious about that, guys. I'm curious. Give me your answers because I'm very curious. At the end of the day, we are writer fans, and this video, what I just said, is just my opinion only. And we're just writer fans. I'm just a writer fan. So, again, what do you guys think? Do you agree with everything I just said in this video? Or you disagree? Or maybe you agree on some, disagree on the rest? Tell me all about it in the comments below because I'm curious. I'm very curious, guys. Please feel free to write on the comments below. Please give a like if you like it. Please subscribe. And I'll see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!